Hello everybody, we're back with another little Titan video here. Um, I'm just going to do my 3 hits here. I'm going to try to explain my heroes. Like I said, we had a Chaos Spider last. Um, talent 14, not talent 14, but a 14 star Spider. So this was the team I used for that. I kind of went over that on yesterday's video. Um, so today we have Fireblade Giant. But before we get into that, I'm just going to kind of go over teams. For the Fireblade Giant, I usually use Frida. She's my elemental defense down. Uh, negative 54 defense. For blue, plus she has an element link, which doesn't matter in this Titan because it's red, not green. Plus she has high attack, and then I usually put in aerial to cleanse. Always use Frida Richard combo, even in war. Just for the fact that with her defense down, he hits hard, and I use a Lassie. Again, she's talented up, has high attack. She slows her mana down a little bit, and gives the crit bonus for Element Link, and she hits hard. That's the team I usually roll with. I usually run with Randveer. I know a lot of people don't have Randveer. I had a bunch of emblems laying around, so I'll put that up for. I put Wukong up on talents a little bit. But if you're in an intermediate stage, you don't have a roster of 5 stars to use. Grim would be good to use. So, like I say, we put a Grim in. He does defense down with negative 34%. He has, high tile damage, so he's going to be good to use if you don't have maybe elemental defense down. Arthur, if you would happen to pull Knights of Avalon, get lucky with Arthur. He has good attack, gives the enemy negative attack, and he has the negative 54 defense down. So if you have a Frida, great. If you don't, and you have an Arthur, that's fine too. But if you don't have any and you're just working with 4 stars, Grim's going to be good to use, just to get you some kind of defense down. If you have a Vela, if you're limited on blue, maybe got her Hero of the Month. She's going to nerf their attack, since it's a fire. He's not going to hit near as hard. So you could throw her in there just for that bonus. But if you don't have any of those, you don't have an aerial. You're going to have to take antidotes in with you. Use a Kirill. He's going to give you a little bit of health boost. He's going to give you some defense, and he's going to give you that attack boost. So if you stuck with that, you could use Kirill Grim combo, and then throw in whatever else you got. If you have a Sonya and have to use her for 4 stars, she's going to give you some damage. And then I'm not referring to, these teams for a specific 14-star Titan. My process with this is just trying to explain some teams for different Titans. In this video, I'm going to use my team. If you're expecting 100k hits and tuning in for an awesome Titan, video, you're probably not going to see that here. I'm going to use minimal items that you can craft. If you're new to the game, some of the first things you unlock and research. That's kind of what my goal is here. So yeah, that's my process with what heroes I got, and kind of what I recommend for the red Titans. Like I said, we done the purple Titans yesterday, so let's just assume we're doing a green Titan. If we're doing a green Titan, my team I would use would be, I'm going to use a Bold Tusk. I think a lot of people, if you've played long enough, you have a Bold Tusk, may or may not have the costume. If you have the costume, that's great. You get the costume bonus, which gives you, a little bit of, in all categories. And either way, costume, you're going to get plus 30 attack. regular, you're going to get plus 48 attack. Just a little bit less health on the normal costume. Either way, you're getting attack bonus. I would use a Falcon for green. If you're lucky enough to pull him, great. He's going to be your elemental defense down hero with the negative 54%. It's going to let you hit a lot harder. So I recommend him. And then I would use a queen, just because like I said, for 14 stars. I'm going to be facing the Crystalline Colossus, so he hits all enemies. He hits hard. With her, if you have her, she's not high on tile damage. She's not huge on attack. It's only 230%. But she puts her taunt card up. And if you put the taunt card up, she's going to take the mana hit. So you're not going to get any kind of attack down or anything like that that's coming from the Titan. If you don't have Queen of Hearts, maybe you have a Black Knight, you can do the same thing. He also is going to give you an attack boost and possess the taunt. So he's going to be able to eat some hits. So you could use him, and then I'd use Marjana. Yeah, I have him 14 talent Mitsuko. Sure, Flex Blue, if you're facing Green Titans. If she's emblem up, and maybe you only have a limited amount of 5 stars to use, yeah, you could use her. Is she going to be a vital hero to use? No. But say you don't have any 5 stars. Or, there's the option of Santa Claus. Maybe you pulled him during Christmas. Maybe he's your only 5 star. Does he have high attack? No. Does he do big damage with his mana? No. Is he slow? Yes. Is that a downfall? Yes, somewhat. But if you can charge him up, with mana pots at the beginning, you're going to nerf the attack of the Titan, and you're going to lower his defense. So if you use a Santa Claus and maybe with a Falcon, you're going to have a negative 54 defense down and a negative 44, the negative 54 elemental defense, and then a negative 44 regular defense down. So that's, pretty substantial. That's going to get you some good damage overall. But say you don't have any of those, you're, run with 4 stars, you got Gormak. You can throw him in there. He's the Grim of the red heroes. He has less attack than Grim does, but they have the same exact special. They're going to do their hit, and they're going to give negative 34 defense down. Now, what you don't want to do is use a Gormak and a Santa Claus together, because you could fire Santa for the negative 44, and then if you fire Gormak right after that, he's going to override that 44 and only give you 34. So you're canceling, 10% off of that if you do it in that order. If you do it the other order, if you do Gormak first, then Santa Claus, you're canceling Gormak out. So I don't, recommend using 2 like that together. But maybe you have a Khalil emblem up. If she's emblemed up, she can be a Marjana type hero if she's high enough on talents. Both rogue can evade. So if you have this 4-star team, I want to have my defense, elemental defense down with Falcon, my defense down with Gormak, my attack boost with Boltusk, and then Khalil's going to be a sniper. So like I said, whether you're facing 1-star Titans, 5-star Titans, 10-star Titans, and you got to use 4 stars, that would be a good group to use. I think most everybody who's played long enough have a selection like that. So we covered green, we covered blue, we covered purple. Let's talk about yellow Titans. We faced Armored Hydra a lot. Pain in the ass. Hits hard. Blinds. The best to use for that would be Guardian Panther. Do I have a Guardian Panther? No, I don't. So what team I use there is I use Cage, just because he's very fast. He hits hard because the Titan's going to have high health. I use the Hell just to freeze mana. That allows me to kind of control their mana speed. If they're building it up, if you maybe have time stops on a rare or something, you can use them together to keep the mana from firing. I'll use a Cutchin. If you have a Cutchin, great. He's going to give you some health. He's going to drop their defense 34%. And he's going to give you Element Link. It's going to give you some extra defense, with your your heroes. And like I said, Guardian Panther would be good. Don't have her. I have a Proteus there and Hell, so there's no reason to use those together. Proteus probably isn't going to make it. Um, if you've got some special characters, um, here is what I use. Since I don't have a Guardian Panther, I use Cheshire the Cat. Is he an awesome hero? No, he's a unique hero, but he is a elemental defense down hero. So if we're facing a Yellow Titan, we're going to have fire him up. He's going to give us a negative 44 defense on Holy. So now I got them drop 44. If I can fire Catching Up, that's going to drop the defense 34. So I'm going to have the elemental 44, defense 34. And I'm going to rely on tile damage and the hits from Cage and mana control with Hell. If you don't have Panther or Cheshire, I don't have a Tubertus leveled up. I think I may have one sitting around somewhere. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, right there we go. If you don't have a Cutchin, you can throw a Tubertus in. He's the purple, same as Grim, same as Gormak. He's going to give you your hit. He's going to give you your defense down. If you have a Cheshire or a Panther, you want to use one of them. Panther's going to give you your defense down against for purple. He's going to be your element defense down. Tubertus can give your regular defense down. So Paranam will be like the Gormak Falcon I was talking about. So like I said, Yellow Titan's not my strongest. It's one of the harder ones for me, just for that fact. But like I said, use Cheshire. He's going to give the negative 44 defense for Holy. He's fast. By the time his stuff wears off, I'm going to fire Catching Up, and he's going to give us a negative 34. So if you kind of use them in unison, you can keep the defense down for the Hydra or any other Yellow Titan for that matter. So the last one left, or was that everything? Let's see, we done. Oh, the Blue Titans. Okay, so say we faced the Ice Hammer Giant. My team for that would be definitely Evelyn, because she is the nature defense down hero, fast mana. With the Ice Hammer Giant or any other Titan that's blue, she's going to give you a negative 54 defense down. I like putting Leanna in there just because, she's a big time sniper. I usually put the Hatter in too, because he hits pretty hard. He's average, he hits 3 enemies, but paired with Evelyn, he hits pretty hard, so I use them. And believe it or not, I also use Buddy. He's 4-star. He's going to give me some minions. That's going to make him survive just a little bit longer, because they're going to take the hit. He's kind of like the Santa Claus in 4-star. The enemies are going to get their negative 24 attack. They're going to get the negative 34 defense. So now I have Evelyn and Buddy. I'm going to have a 54 elemental defense down, a 34 defense down from Buddy. So paired together, you can get some good tile damage. I have Wukong in. I use Ranveer. I don't have Tarlac or Mickey. So getting into that, if you have Tarlac, use him with your green team. He's going to give you even more attack boost, and it's going to be guaranteed hit. If you don't have Tarlac, I'd recommend Mickey if you have him. Both of those are going to be better than Wukong or Ranveer, because you're going to be guaranteed to get the tile damage. And the reason I recommend Mickey is because he silences, so he's going to freeze that man of the Titan. So that's why I would kind of choose him over Tarlac overall. But for your green team, throw him in there, throw Tarlac in. He's going to give you some health boost too. But yeah, that's kind of my process there with greens. If you don't have a Buddy, you don't have an Evelyn, there's no Gormak Grim type hero. So you're just going to have to put it in your best. If you have a Catalan, she's going to give you a 74 shield. If you have a Hansel, you can mana control with him. Uh, you know, he's good to use. He's going to block, and then if the mana gets full, they're going to damage themselves. So that's some other options too. But I just kind of wanted to go through some teams, difference between 4s and 5 stars. Kind of give you my thoughts on everything. So let's get into these hits. So we are facing the red. So I am going to use my Frida. I'm going to put Ariel in. I'm going to put Richard in, and I'm going to put a Lassie in. I will leave Wukong in, just for the fact that, like I said, most about everybody has Wukong, and that's kind of what they have to go with for their attack boost. So I will use him instead of Ranveer. I'm going to leave my big mana pots and small mana pots. Like I said, for items, we're not going to hit with anything big. I'm not going to use any harpoons because it's not my team's turn. You want antidotes for the fire dragons, the poison dragons, if you can't cleanse. I have Ariel in, so I can cleanse with her. So I'm going to take those out, and I'm going to insert. You can do axe attack, arrow barrage. We'll put arrows in. You have your turtle banners, all that stuff's the first things you can craft. So we'll go in with this for this attack. See how it does. Maybe we'll switch Ariel out and put a Kiro in, and maybe throw a Grim in. So on next attack, we'll start out with this. I'm going to show you for the 5 stars. Alright, I'm not going to do arrows right yet because I can hit the weak spot. So I'm going to go ahead and move those, try to clear tiles. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the arrows now. I got a blue connection coming up, so I'm going to fire up Frida, and I'm going to fire up Wu. I'm going to do this purple, which will let them blues come up. Like I said, small mana pots, we can heal up a little bit with that. We'll take this. He's stunned. If you're using harpoons, be a good time to use one now while he's stunned to maximize it. We're just going to kind of keep over here and clearing tiles, see what comes up. Okay, he killed Richard, so we'll go ahead and blind him again. Wu's still up, so we'll take that blue. Okay, we got 3 good hits there. Still got some stuff coming up. We'll cascade. So we'll do the defense down first, and then we're going to hit with that. He's ready to fire off, so we're not going to use Ariel right yet. We're going to wait. That way we can cleanse, since I didn't bring the antidotes in. Okay, he missed with arrows, which is good. So we'll do that. We'll do that. I want to pop this diamond, bring that blue up, and connect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just take this blue since it matches about over. And that's one way good about it. 34,000 damage. Usually do a lot more against these reds, especially if you use tornadoes and time stops. But we're not doing that. So we'll go ahead and do another attack here. So I'm going to take her out. I'm going to take Richard out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a Grim in. And I'm going to put a Kiro in. So now we got 3 4 stars in and 2 5s. I'm going to run with the same thing, but instead of arrows, I'm going to pull those. I'm going to put small antidotes in. So I think that's the order, is the small healing potion, small mana, and small antidotes, like the first 3 things you can craft. So we'll go ahead and run with this team. We'll try it out. Okay, we don't have nothing in a weak spot, so I will fire up these guys. It's going to give me attack boost. It's going to give me an elemental down. It's going to give me a regular defense down. I'm going to fire up Wu, just because I have this connect 4, and we'll see what kind of damage if we don't miss. Alright, well, he missed 3 of the 4. So, but if not, that'd have been pretty substantial. We'll take this little combo, try to clear out some tiles. Heal up a Lassie. Like I said, facing 14 stars, these 4 stars are going to get killed off kind of quick. So we'll go ahead and bump Kiro up just to give us a little defense. Wu's still up. So we'll take this blue here. Alright, see we got, what, 9,000, 10,000 damage right there. We'll go ahead and fire Freed up since we have some more blue. Okay, we got, almost 3,000 there. We're going to do this little combo here to clear some tiles, give us that blue connection. Get some stuff fired up. Go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and fire Frida back up and Wu. We're going to hit that weak spot. Small pots we can cleanse. Get some blue there. See what we get. Alright, well, we got 24,000 with that team. That was 2 5-stars. Grim died off right off the bat. But like I said, I'm not making this for these 14 stars we're facing. You're going to have a lot more success, with your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-star Titans, 11-star Titans. Even up to, 12, 13s. The 4s can die off a little quicker with those, but you still have the opportunity to get more damage, especially if you're running a Mickey. All that's going to connect. That first off there, when I had 3 misses with that Connect 4, you're not going to have that, so that's going to be 12 to 15,000 damage using like a Frida Grim combo or Kirill Frida Grim, just because you're not going to have Wu in there for your misses. So I'm going to put this back in for the 3rd attack. I just wanted to kind of show that. I'm going to take the big mana pots out. I will leave the antidotes in and arrows. I think that's the first 4 things you can craft. If your forge is at level 4, you should be able to do the mana, the heal, antidotes, and arrows. So let's go ahead and just run with that. It's bare minimum. We don't have much for green, like I said, so I'm going to go ahead. I can take the weak spot. So that'll save me a turn on arrows. I will go ahead and fire some arrows. This is a pretty bad board here, so we're going to focus on that weak spot while we can. We'll just do a little heal up with that. And we'll go ahead and hit that weak spot, see if anything comes up for us. Alright, let me go ahead and just get her going since she's my elemental hero. Go ahead and get Wu going. Take this 3 on the bottom. Give us 5k there. So what I'm going to do next is move this purple up because I got a blue coming. So that'll allow me to hit a little bit. So the blind's gone. Let's go ahead and hit them with the arrows again. I'm going to move this red down. See if a green comes up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's get us that 4 combo. Couple missed. So we'll take this green, clear that out, which will give us the blue. Okay. We're going to go ahead and Frida and do that. That ain't going to be enough for Wu, so. But we'll go ahead and take that blue. We can cleanse with Ariel. We'll just take that. We're going to run out of time. 19,000. So, like I said, nothing major damage-wise. But hopefully that gives you a general idea. Kind of maybe what heroes you can use. Let's see what we ended up. We still ended up with basically 78,000 for 3 hits on a 14-star. 150 would have been great. Double that, but we didn't use no time stop tornadoes, bare minimum items. Mix of 4s and 5 stars. So yeah, like I said, I just kind of wanted to make a video, just kind of go over things, maybe give you some ideas for Titan teams. Hopefully you find some of this helpful, and on the next Titan, go ahead and make another video and see what we got there and go with it. Make some more teams up. So, anyways, good luck and happy gaming. Good luck with your All's Titans, and we'll see you later.